Hello everyone, in this video we will see how UK utility, mainly water companies work. You will get 24 hours water in UK. The pipes are already underground, all the pipes are laid underground. You cannot find a water tank in UK which will supply water to your nearby. You cannot find a house with a water tank. Sewage is calculated based on the usage in the UK. This will be definitely useful for those who are planning to come to UK as well as those who are already in UK, who are new to UK. Then this is very important for you, how to manage this account, how to set up this account, what is the process it will involve with respect to the water companies in UK, whether it's run by private or government company, how you are charged, is that different companies operate in the same area. You will find all the details about the question which I said before in this video. I am putting a lot of videos regarding UK utility company. You can definitely go and watch my previous video regarding electricity and then gas. These are specifically covering only electricity and gas in UK, how it is being covered, what are the contracts, what are the things you need to avoid. In this video, as I mentioned, we will be looking into the water companies, how it is operating in UK. I'm really happy that the video which I put regarding the UK electricity and then gas companies really helpful. A lot of people through comments and emails, I'm able to answer some of the queries. Thanks for your encouragement. Please like, subscribe and comment, and your like, subscription and comment are really encouraging me to put a lot of videos. This video will definitely give you more information based on my experience. So UK water companies, there are total 12 companies. All these 12 companies are privately owned. Not government is not running the water supply for UK. These companies do the water as well as sewage. So sewage means the wastewater coming out of your house after you use the water, and also the collection of rainwater from your property, how it is being managed. So these 12 companies manage the UK water and sewage management in UK. These are all privately owned companies. I will give you the list of these companies. So Thames Water, which is called Thames Water, which is around London area, and then you have Southern Water, United Utilities, Welsh, and then Wessex. Then you have Yorkshire, Northumbrian, and then you have United Utilities, Scotland have Scottish Water, Northern Ireland have Northern Water. These 12 companies run the water supply in UK. So they have different areas. You can find it in the UK website of these water companies. What are the areas they're covering? So as I mentioned, Thames Water around London and southeast. Then for example, Southern Water on the south side, and southwest water, and then United Utilities around Midlands. And then if you go to north, you have Yorkshire and Northumbrian Water. These companies manage certain areas, or two or three counties together. They manage the water and sewage management. All the water, you will get 24 hours water in UK. That's the main thing. You always get water in your pipes, that is cold water, fresh water in pipes. The pipes are already underground, all the pipes are laid underground. You cannot find a water tank in UK which will supply water to your nearby community or a group of the new house development, nothing like that. So all is from the central pumping station which will be outside of your town, which will pump the water. Then you have a lot of lakes, and then which supply water, which is cleaned and then supplied to your home. In some cases they have huge bore wells which will pump water for you. So you cannot find a house with a water tank as you find in many Asian countries, as well as there will be a tank for hot water, but not for cold water. They will not have a tank. Also the water is 24 hours. You don't know where it is coming from, where it is pumped, but it will be on a town by town basis. There will be some pumping station, and then the sewage treatment plant will be there. So that's always managed. And the pipes, as I mentioned, all are underground. So you have a fresh water coming to your pipe to your home. After that, it is split into your boiler to heat, and then toilet. Most of the taps in many houses, I would say 99% of the houses will have a hot water tap and a cold water tap in your kitchen, in your wash basin, and then for taking bath you have both hot water and cold water, or a tap which have mixer which will you can mix the light amount of hot water and then cold water to take bath if you have a boiler. So these are all the setup in the house. So you don't have a motor in your house. If it is 2 floor or 3 floor, even the water pressure is such a way it is pumped from the central main pumping station, that water will go through to your second floor or third floor in most cases. And some bigger taller apartments will have their own pumping stations, but again they will not have a separate bore well to pump water for their requirement. So that's the structure of UK water supply. And the sewage is calculated, it's a tricky one. Sewage is calculated based on the usage. That is if you are using 100 liters of water, that is 100 liters of water coming from the pipe to your home, the government will consider, in the sense the companies will consider 80% of that water is sewage. So they don't have any separate meter to calculate your sewage water. However, they do have meter to calculate your incoming water, the fresh water, how much fresh water you are taking in or consuming is calculated. 80% of that you will be charged for the sewage, then the 100% is the fresh water, then you have to add another 80% on top of that for the sewage water, kind of a treatment of that, or taking that away from your home and then processing it. So that's also done. You cannot find open sewage in UK. So all the sewage is covered. So you have a separate line for water, separate line for sewage going out of your home, and also the rainwater also connected to the main sewage system. So some houses will have to pay money for the rainwater, which is calculated based on the surface area of your roof. If you have a flat surface, that's a different thing. If you have a shared kind of a roof between the houses, then the amount will be kind of calculated such a way that it will be split across the houses in the same row of houses. So rainwater also you will be charged to collect the rainwater and then properly send it outside of your home and then to the proper drainage or nearby river or a lake. This is how the management of water works. So the government has a lot of lakes and reservoirs from where water is cleaned and supplied to the homes, and then as I mentioned, you will have bore wells to pump water in a separate place, and then it will be pumped to the houses. Coming to the companies, as I mentioned, all the companies are privately owned. How these private companies will charge you is the next quick question. I'll come to that one. So the private companies, as I mentioned, most of the houses have water meter. If you don't have water meter, maybe a very old house, then what to happen is the calculation will be approximate calculation based on the number of people in the house. If you have 2 adults, 2 kids, then the calculation will be based on that, and the average across the UK, they will take average across the UK, that how 2 adult and 2 kids will be using. Even if you are using too much, you will be charged the average. Even if you are using less, you will be charged the average. If you have a water meter, definitely that's based on your usage. The water meter reading will be taken by some companies, and since it is contracted to another company, this person will come and then find the water meter, which will be always outside of your home in almost 90% of the houses. Then they will take the meter reading on a quarterly basis, and then they will send you the bill. Then you will pay by direct debit. So there is no kind of a fixed term contract or variable rate, as I explained in my previous video regarding the gas and electricity, where you have a fixed term contract, or you can have different suppliers of gas and electricity in the same area. But with respect to water, it's a monopoly, or only one company operate in a one area. You cannot get different company operating water or supplying water to the different houses next to you. So that's not possible in water. So water, the area is split by these 12 companies, and then they can only supply water. You cannot say that I don't want your kind of contract, I don't want your water supply, I will find another person. It is not possible. So you cannot switch companies for water. Water is always supplied by the company which is designated on that area. The Thames Water, United Utilities, Northumbrian or Yorkshire or Southwest, Southern or Wessex. These companies only can do on the specific area. So the rates almost fixed. So it will be raised on occasional basis, in the sense 4 years, 5 years time period, they will raise the rate. That water is calculated by cubic meters. Cubic meter of water you use, that will be charged. And then again, as I mentioned, 80% of your usage will be calculated as the sewage water, and that will be also in your bill. So you will set up a direct debit, and then the money will be deducted on a quarterly basis. In case the company finds that you are using too much, then they will increase the direct debit. In case it is very less, you can ask them to reduce the direct debit. If they have more amount in credit, that is, you are paying 20 pounds per month, but the usage is only 15 pounds, then you can ask them to reduce the direct debit amount. This is how the companies work. Private companies, if you have a meter, you will have a meter reading taken and then you will be charged. If you don't have a meter, you will be taken average based on the number of people living in the house. Or if you move to new rented house, previously there was 5 adults there in the house, now it's only 2 adults, then you have to ask the company or inform the company that now you are the new tenant, then now you are only 2 adults, so for 2 adults please charge accordingly, not rather than the previous calculation they did based on the previous number of tenants. So just make sure that you are aware of that, and also take the meter readings which was given to you by landlord or letting agent when you enter the home, because this reaching this water meter in some property is very difficult. Some apartments have a common water meter reading area where you can go and find it, but for individual houses or terraced houses, the water meter will be under in the sense 2 or 3 feet below the ground, so there will be separate access keys required to go and see that one. So it's very difficult, but you can reach out to the water company and ask them. Hope this gives you an idea about how UK water supply works, how the sewage system works, and then how the companies charge you. There is no fixed term contract, everything is a kind of amount fixed by each area. So area to area the amount will differ based on the effort the company put to supply water, and then kind of where they are securing the water, where they are storing the water, cleaning the water, and then how they are processing the sewage system, all those things. Some of the sewage which goes out from your house is kind of recycled, and then it will be a proportion is mixed to the normal drinking water, but it's all according to the government guidelines. So no need to worry that thinking that you are kind of drinking refined in the sense filtered or cleaned sewage water. Not the case, but you don't know the percentage of water coming through. Sometimes some water companies supply this sewage treatment water to other use, industrial purpose, so don't worry about that. And another important thing which I want to mention here is, in UK some of the areas have hard water in the sense it is the hardness of the water is high, so that for example you will not get so much of foam in the soap, whatever, whether it's a bathing soap or a kind of a detergent washing soap, you will not get so much of foam. That means that water is hard water. For that, a lot of people will put water softener, and then that will kind of reduce the hardness of the water. There are a lot of devices available. I don't want to recommend any specific thing, but if you are in hard water area, if you find that that's not good, you can put a water softener in your house, and then you have to pay some money to kind of operate that machine. That will give you a little bit less hard water to you. Hope this helps. We'll see in the next video. Until then, please continue watch my video which are related to UK life and then visa details. We'll see in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.